Right. Is my mic? Yeah, my mic's on. There we go. I think everything's live. I see it to be. What's the head? What is with this blooming camera? Oh, and that. How is that in view? That wasn't in view before. It's my microphone. Right. I seem to be incredibly dark, even though. Oh, whatever. Can't figure it out at all. Doesn't make any sense. Does it? It didn't even move down properly. What is going on there? That's a bit better. Okay, so yes, bit of a rubbish start. Doing well. Hello and welcome. My name's Trismegistus, and this is my continuing series playing Factorio, where I'm trying to make a Megabase, having never made a Megabase before. If it loads up, yeah, there we go. So, actually, I didn't. Oh, I need to set this up. I seem to have managed to do what seems to be a bit of a classic for me of kind of thinking I've got loads of time. So I want that, and then I'm trying to set up get a listing thing on the go, which I should have done beforehand. But as I say, I seem to have. Right. Yes, okay. So is that. Yeah, okay. Right. So basically, it's been incredibly hot in the UK today, this week. And that's meant that I couldn't really play a great deal of the game since the last stream because this room gets incredibly hot from about 2 o'clock. The sun shines on this room and it just gets hotter and hotter and hotter. And so, by the time I've finished work, it's like an oven. So there's usually only a couple of hours much later on, once it's cooled off a bit, sun's moved around a little bit more, that I can play. So I've not really done a lot since the last stream, where I actually kind of needed to. What you will notice, though, if you've seen any of these streams before, is that where there used to be a sort of train line in the middle of this, there is no more. And similarly, up here, there used to be all sorts of, and you can kind of see the remnants of it there, all sorts of mining outposts, or in posts, I guess. And there aren't, because that's what I did, basically. It was quite easy to do because it was relatively simple, it was just sort of deconstructing things. Particularly in the here, it was just, I just, got these bots to do it, basically. So these filled up. In fact, I think there's still a bit of, no, picked it all up. Rail and all sorts of stuff in those things. And then I just came back, an hour later and grabbed it all, basically. So basically, it's not been very intense. It was a bit time consuming in the sense that it took a while for it to all happen. But I didn't really do a lot of it. I just left Spidertrons and me and stuff there. So what that means is I've also moved all of these bus trains to picking up resources from these. I built these as well. I'd laid out pretty much all. Well, I'd already built that last stream and kind of laid this. What I've done a sort of improvised artillery thing here, an outpost thing. I'd considered actually moving the walls up, but that would have meant rerouting these trains and stuff. So, in the end, I just stuck this thing in. I have kind of filled this out, as I said I would, but this was the most complicated bit. But even then, it was just, stamping down blueprints, basically. So we got a situation where basically all of the... why did that go... Oh, so we got 6 trains coming then. Crikey. Basically, all of the trains are now for the bus dashing up there, but also these trains. Obviously, these are now picking stuff up. And what we need to do, why the title of the stream is working on the railroad, because what we need to do is basically transfer this production, so the blue circuits, the red circuits, the green circuits, over to here. And I started laying it down, very roughly, which is what we need to do. Basically, I need to lay it all down properly, but to get a rough idea, will it fit in this space? And it will, basically. And one of the advantages of this is I'm not going to have to bother with these trains as such, the green circuit trains, because I can just directly belt everything over, and of course I can just connect it here instead. When I originally built, I mean, I could have belted it from there, but when I originally built these, I wondered if I would actually then use them for the science builds. Not going to do that. So that's another lesson learned. So that's what I need to get on with today. I say I'd hoped to have finished that, before between streams, but just not the time, basically, because weather has been such that it's not been possible. I've laid this out. I reckon, because this will be gone, so we'll have solar panels over here. Might well solar panel this. I don't really know what I'm going to do with the rail network over here to some degree. I have put there's an extra line. I've not connected it because I need to do the uranium as well. I need to move that one over. Again, we could just belt it over. Don't know. But yeah, so I say that's the kind of aim for probably both streams this weekend, because this isn't going to get done today, I don't think. But that's the kind of aim for today. In terms of, I have designed now the purple science production. It's bonkers, absolutely bonkers. I'm going to need at least, I think, 5 more iron outposts. So these ones over here, I might, instead of just doing 1, I might effectively make these like 4 outposts in one. But meaning there's tracks. So, and that's just the iron, and that's just for purple. So yeah, there's a lot of work to do. A lot of it quite grindy. But the anticipation, I think, is purple will fit in here. But again, that means landfill in all these lakes. Gold, I think, is going to have to be outside the base. And obviously space science is anyway. But yeah, this once this is gone, we can solar panel that and, all of this, basically. And that should be enough to run everything, if my maths is right. Obviously, I need to fill this bit in. I can fill that in, I could even, I can add panels in some of these gaps, basically, as well. But effectively, I'm thinking purple will be inside the base and gold will be outside. And space science, obviously. I always knew space science would have to be away, because that is going to be a bit of a monster. So, what I'm doing here, I basically just copied and pasted the things we've got over here and stamped them down to give me a rough idea of how big everything would be. But I do need to work out the number of lanes of things I need, because basically, we want 1 lane of blue circuits coming over here. Where the heck is the blue circuit? There's blue circuits. So we essentially want to replace this with a lane of blue circuits. Then we want to replace this connection here with a lane of red. Obviously, I can connect them further up, because these are just down here just because that's where they were originally. So nothing is using red circuits or blue circuits till quite a way up. So I don't have to connect them at the bottom. And then we want 4 lanes of green. But obviously, to make blue, we need both red and green. To make red, we need green. So I've tried to work out the maths a bit. And I need to see how many machines I've got, basically. So, let's have a look. We've got 4, 8. Well, let's use deconstruction planner. So, so that is 11 machines, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them are copper wire. So it's 6 machines. So it's 6, 12, 18, 24. And if this is doubling it, that doubles it to 48, which is perfect. Okay, so we will have enough green circuits if I lay them down. The one I'm not sure about is the red circuits. Because blue I'm not too fussed about, in the sense that if it's not really a belt, it doesn't matter. Where is blue? That's smelting. This was blue, I think, over here. Let's go and have a look at that. So in theory, this should be about 40 machines. But say I'm not massively fussed if it isn't. So what's this? If I can just do that. Okay, so it's 42, so that's fine. But the red, as I say, I don't think I had enough red when I laid it down. I can't, I had to, well, I didn't have to. I ended up deleting this corner of it, so it's not all here. But we've got 1, 2, like that. If I do that, then that's 12, but 1, 2, 3, 4 of them are cables. So it's 8, and then we've got we've got 6. So it's 6 times 8, which is 48, isn't it? But I actually need 82. So we actually need twice as much red circuits. Is that red circuits there? No, that's melting. So we needed twice as much red as I ever actually put down, which kind of explains a lot, actually. Yeah, it kind of explains a lot that, because it's we did have trouble with the blue circuits. That's interesting. Okay, so I would actually need to. In fact, it might still be in the buffer. Let's have a look. You see, these are the big. So it's just me copy and pasting the whole red build. In fact, no, actually, I blueprinted them, didn't I? Let's have a look. Because there might be a possibility, particularly with gold science, that I need to actually have a separate production area. I can't do what I've been doing everywhere else. Yeah, so it's that, basically. So I have got them, so I need 2 of them, basically. But what I want to do first, obviously, is fix these, slap down versions. And basically, I think I'm nearly there, to be honest with you. But we've got. Oh, have I not got? Okay. So, I mean, these aren't quite. These never actually produced the full number of lanes anyway. So, as I say, I'm not too fussed about it. Effectively, it's just going to be running science, and there's enough to do the sort of 500 science that it's got. But yeah, I need to hook these up. And the basic idea is, that was what I was doing. That's where I got to. I need to fix these so that it's feeding in the right thing, which in before it was like a whole block of all smelting together. And what I actually need is an alternating. So this needs to be iron, this copper, iron, copper, iron, copper. Yeah. So this original design that I did over there is not actually correct. Or it's not going to work anyway. So if we just get rid of it all like that, and we kind of start again. There we go. So we're going to need a. We don't need them. I don't know why it's got undergrounds on it. Get rid of that. Whoops. Yeah, so how about I do. How am I going to work that out? So if I take that off. So if it's 8 machines, then they need 20. So it's about even. It's not, but it is, if you see what I mean. And it's basically 8 to 28, or 26, I guess, would be a better number. 8, 16, 24. So it's 4 smelters each, I think. will be easiest. In other words, so basically, is that right? So if that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on, let me tweak this. Sorry. So it was one belt. No, that didn't quite work. So we've got it by 5 belt. That's better. Yeah. So for every one cable machine and every one whatchamacallit, assembler. Let's try that. Yeah, it's 3 basically. So if there's 4, then it becomes 12, doesn't it? Which is too much for a belt. Huh? How did it work before then? Because that doesn't make sense. Because I was only feeding in a belt there. Because we had... Let's do it again. So I got... there were 24 assemblers with iron. And then I had 43. So effectively 1 to 2-ish. So why is it telling me 3 on that? Okay. I think I've confused myself. I've definitely confused myself. No think about it. So we've got 43. And is it 24 or have I just completely imagined that? So it's 11, but we know 6 are cable. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 5, 10, 15. No, 5 are cable, sorry. So 6 are green circuits. So it's 24 to approximately 48. So it's 1 to 2. So if we've got 4, we actually need 8. So why does it say 3 on that listing? Oh, well, doesn't matter. We'll just get it sorted. Right, so we want my generic smelter to start with, which is right at the end. That one there. So we can plop that down there. And we know that we need iron going up the middle here. Easiest probably to do that with an underground and perhaps not like that, maybe like that. I will just give it the 2 options of output. Oops. Like that. And we're going to want iron ore coming in. And we'll have the option of, grabbing... I don't really need stack inserters. I've been loath to turn my bots on because, well, they'll fill out the entire thing, but I think we're going to have to, aren't we? Where did the Spidertrons go? I mean, I'm happy with where this is anyway. I think this is fine in terms of where the belts are, etc., etc. So we got... Yeah, that's fine. Basically, I can copy and paste this up, but I want to get the modules in first. So that we're at least, I don't have to go and manually put them. But you see they fill out everything. There should be enough room because it was quite big anyway. Right. Oh, I'm stood in the way. Right, so we want prod modules in there. And so we can now copy this up. And we want, oh, it didn't quite work because that. But we can copy that. And we want 8. Which is to say is less than a full belt technically, but not far off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, there isn't going to be enough room. Oh, no, there is, because that's smelting as well. Except for whatever I have to do with the belts, basically. I can turn my bots off. You know, because I'm going to have to do some belt weaving, basically, all together. Right, so we want each one of these, but as I say, it needs to be alternating. So it's iron, copper, iron, copper, iron, copper. Which is to say, we might need quite a lot of room for. Quite a lot of room for. Put that there, and that there. Okay. I was trying to make sure it was spaced out, you see. So I have been sort of a good boy. Right, so I'm going to leave that bit for the minute, and we'll see what. No, let's put the belts in first. See how that works. So, if I do perhaps, because how many are there? There's 8, aren't there? No, 6. So we should be okay if we just use like an underground at max length here. So we do that. That should be enough room. Oh, actually, that's going to need to be on the other side. But oh, go on. Yeah. So basically, need to work out. So it's iron. Is in fact I might, because if that's like that, let's do that. So it's iron, and then iron here, and then iron here, I think. Yeah, because it's 1, 1, 1 as one, you know, one of each basically. So that's there. So we should end up with 6. Yeah. Right there. So iron, because it's the circuits. Iron, because it's the circuits. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. And then we want these. Like this. Where is it there? Because these are the copper ones. So we got 2. Should be 5 of these, shouldn't there, I think? And then take that down there. I keep thinking I'm, you know, a long way along with this. And then something happens like this, where it's like, well, okay, I can fix that, but that's not a quick process. Yeah, so what I'm thinking of doing here, I think, is we get rid of all of this. Like, oh, did I put balancer in? Do I need a balancer? Is that going to matter? Because what should happen, my theory with doing these double-sided things, is that I kind of don't need to balance it, because if it fills up on the left-hand side, then it will just put the things on the right, effectively. And so these will kind of dictate their own flow of material. That's kind of how I've been thinking of them working. But a lot of the stuff hasn't really been properly tested, as in anger. So I should be able to copy this and basically do a... Nope, wrong sort of flip. Flip. And then paste it down with this, because it's identical. but flipped over, basically. Right, that leaves us a big gap in the middle. Does that matter? Because what I was anticipating is we get these 4 drains. Because I set these all up and try to leave a nice gap so that there's no issues of, or it minimises the issues of waiting, effectively. These don't necessarily need to be T-junctions. Except possibly they do, because it depends what I'm going to do with uranium. Because if I have the uranium train still, I want that to be probably on the end of this lane, and it just extends out here. Not sure about that. I mean, I'm happy with where those are, because it's not badly aligned with the whole green circuit build. Yeah, I think that's okay. So I just need to work out the belt weaving, basically. I'm calling it, but it's not really belt weaving, is it? It's just spaghetti, basically. Right, so if we grab... I actually tweak this to make it fit, so it won't... Well, it will flip either side, but not unless I fully move it over. Because it was getting on my nerves. And having now sort of understood how that all works. So, this is iron plate, isn't it? And then this is copper. So I don't actually need to do much spaghetti. Because we can just take this up here. Like that. Where I accidentally move the mouse a little bit and it flips it over. And we can put this on either side. Like that. Should copy that over. Like that. And then all I really need is to replace this 4 balancer with a 4 to something or other. 4 to 6. 4 to 6. I suppose that's a... In fact, actually, would it not be better? Yeah, it'd be better if rather than do this arrangement... Yeah. Rather than this, we actually take it out of 8, make each have 8 unloads, so it's then 8 to 6 rather than 4 to 6, because 4 to 6 won't fill the belts. Right, so right hand side, 2, 3, 4. Why is that the wrong way around? Huh. There's something wrong here, isn't there? If I've not got enough chests. I haven't got a carriage on me. So, let's bring the spiders up and fill some of this out. Because I'm happy with where they are, so just sort of crack on, really. But yeah, one of you should have some train carriages. Cracking. Can't see anything for bots. Here we go. So, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Oh. 3, 4. So which one? Oh, it's that one that's missing. Okay. Right. I did actually wonder, given, this circumstance that I've not had the chance to play it during the week and kind of do this. Because this isn't anything other than me fixing, well, not fixing, but correcting for my lack of knowledge from, you know, when I originally built the things, whether I shouldn't maybe start my Dyson Sphere new playthrough. I'm sure. That's on the wrong side, isn't it? Yeah, it should be that one. Oops. Because it's the right-hand side, so it's that one. For the unload, switch that one there. Because they've put out the blueprints, and from what I can tell, they've done. I'll be totally honest. Say this very quietly. I'm not sure they're not better than Factorio blueprints, to be honest with you. For one thing, at the very least, it actually saves them as text files, which saves all this fanning. I mean, you can still do this; it still does a blueprint string, but all this rubbish here, you don't really need to bother with, and particularly sharing them. You just put the text file on a file sharing thing, I guess. Right, so we still want these. Make sure it's coming off evenly. But then we want, let's say, given there's all this room, we might as well do it outside of, do it further down. Like this. But yeah, decided against that in the end. Mainly because I think work's about to get nuts, so I don't want to start a series that I then have to basically abandon because I don't have any time full stop. Right. Let's line them up. Oops. Okay, so if we say, where do I want to put the actual balancer? Because it's actually fairly wide, I think, isn't it? An 8 to 6. Where is it? 8 to 6. There we go. Yeah, because it's got the bit sticky. Oh, yeah, bit sticking out the side. So if we put it, say, there-ish. Is it 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6. And then I can just connect these up. And we can use this lad. And that lad. And then that one. Cool. So, don't know, I suppose it matters, does it? So, if we just put maybe a little bit of space there, then we want that one. And that. Like so. Like that. Like that. Oh. Cool. Yeah. So I can then just copy and paste, because these are still given, these got generic names, they're not actually set to anything. If I copy and paste that, say, maybe up to the signal, then I can just plop that on top of these. Except there's a balancer in the way. In fact, there's a whole everything in the way, basically. In fact, I could just get rid of it all, couldn't I? And just plop that over the top. Cool. Get rid of all that. No, top. And get rid of all that. And plop that over the top. Okay. So, in the assumption that we're going to go iron, copper, or would we? It'd be more like iron, copper, copper, iron, wouldn't it? Yeah, that would make more sense with how I've laid them out. So, if we go 8 to 5 there, and then 8 to 5 again. In fact, I could grab that, flip it that way, stick that there, and then 8 to 5 that, and then do the same here, flip it, and then 8 to 6. Cool. Cool. So we'll connect these up. Let's use me corners again. So corner, and then just fill them in. And then we can just grab this and flip it. It'll plop that down, but I think I'll get rid of that. That's fine. Might need to tweak that a bit, but yeah, gonna need a little bit more room here. Other one, like so. Yeah. In fact, we could just take that along rather than do that. We could take it along there. Or I could move this, but they're going to have to cross over each other either way, so it doesn't matter. Oh, got that misaligned. Okay. Right, so that's copper. So if we just bring this sort of this way a bit, take it over there. That one. Okay. Don't matter where exactly it is, but it's there somewhere. Helps if you get the belt the right way around. So I need to connect those up. Wrong one. There we go. Bosh. Okay. In fact, if I got the underground steel somewhere in the... Yeah. So 1, 2, 3. Oops. Do. And then corners. Ow. Put that in the wrong place, haven't I? Oh, no, it's fine. What am I doing? Right. That's do. Crikey. Let's fry my brain a bit, that. Right, so if we do that... I don't know that I'll actually fill this in today, if I'm totally honest, because it's going to be an enormous amount of belt. I obviously kind of gained a load of belt back because I picked up all the, the outposts and stuff. So there's actually quite a lot sort of stuck in or sat in inventory. So we've got it. I'm not going to have to wait for it to make it all. Or should have. Which I'm not sure if I want to do all the backing and forthing today as such. So I'm balancing it there. I don't really need to balance it here as well. I haven't put a balancer on there. Because the idea, I say, is 4 of these green lanes are going to go this way. You know, and replace what we've got at the moment. Again, another thing I probably won't do, because it means landfilling quite a lot of this. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. I don't want to do it until I've got all of the lanes to take over. But the landfilling is quite a slow and tedious process, so I don't know that I'll... It's the sort of thing I'll set going and then go and have my tea. Oops. I could really do with a cup of tea at the moment. Right, so I think that's all good. We have a gap in the middle here, which, yeah, maybe is not ideal. But if I need to do anything weird, as it were, you know, with rearranging belts or something like that, then I've got that option there. But I'm happy with that. I'm happy that that works as the green, you know, the green belts that I need. Green circuits that I need. What I do need to do is hook this up quickly. Like this. Stick a balancer on this. Where have I got the other balancer positions? It's about there. I could just grab that, actually. Just quickly, rather than hunt for it in the book. So if we put this one here, that'll be fine. Because I need to weave it, you know, take it around the train thing anyway. Right, so we established before that I need double the amount of red circuits anyway. But this is the red circuits next. Oh, actually, I'll turn my bots off. Okay. It needs its own smelting, obviously, for copper. It also needs a plastic build. I say that's what we need to sort out, basically. So what was... Because this one... Blue I keep saying science. Blue circuits. The inputs are all just... You know, well, it's just red and green circuits. So I don't know if I was intending for this to be, say... I must have been intending for that to be... In fact, let's go... No, that's the blue circuits there. This is where I was thinking about putting the... No, let's go and see what that is. I haven't got any radar coverage, so I'm having to sort of run around and look at things, basically. Because I can't remember what they are. And they all look the same, to be totally frank. What is this? Oh, this is the coal liquefaction. Okay. Oh, okay. So I was intending for that to be coal and that to be coal liquefaction, which, you know, is basically this build converting it into plastic, and it needs water, so that's why it's close to the lake. But, is that going to make sense? Because we're going to put it at the top, you see. And that's where this is, that I know that's the sulfuric acid. I'm intending to basically mine that and do the same thing I did here, where it's ridiculous overkill, but it just means I never have to worry about it again. Except, ironically, of course, I am having to worry about it because it's in the wrong place. So, if we know we need double the red circuit build, the red circuit build is obviously fed with coal for the coal liquefaction, green circuits, where we're going to belt those over rather than train them, and copper for a copper smeltery. Now, is this 1, 2, 3? Well, let's have a look. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'm just smelting everything into copper. I've not done any maths on how many I need. Okay. Let's see if I can try and work that out without confusing the heck out of myself again. So do that and that. So if we want a belt of red circuits, that's 24 machines, which we know is one of those builds I've already got. And I mean, technically, it only needs 3 copper cables. Technically, copper cable machines and 9 smelters. But as I say, I'm just turning everything into copper just because, basically. Of course, I have more copper machines because of my overkill layout, but I don't necessarily need to feed them with more copper. So for 1 belt's worth, I only need 3 of these in theory. But it was just easier to do this design. So if I've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of copper cable machines, then having, say 8. Oh, I don't really even need that. What I'm thinking of doing is similar sort of idea with this, in that, but having it come out both sides, so we could put the copper in the top, well, bottom, because I think, no, let's have another lane entirely. So bring the copper in, raw copper ore in the top, and have it go out to the machines at the side. How does that block me, though? That's the question. So in other words, if we had the smelters, if you imagine this rotated, so if the smelters were on the side here, that's not very efficient, is it? Because, they're going to be poking out the bottom. So I think better instead to have, this effectively, sort of here. But I can certainly do half and half. So I can have two smelters feeding up here and 2 up here. Because you can see, it's idle because it's not actually using the material, but these don't, because so relatively few cables are required compared to the machine's capability to produce, it should still feed in. It shouldn't eat all of the copper, before it gets to the end. Cool. Okay, so we want a copper smeltery sort of in the middle. And it can be, let's say, sort of 4 by 8, I think. It's probably going to be fine. But if we give plenty of space, then, in case that does prove to be problematic, the question there, then, is where do I put the train? If I'm putting it... okay. Because what I could do, I could have 1 red on the side there, quite, relatively close to the blue, and it feeds the blue. And then 1 red here, and that's the one that goes off to the bus. Okay, yeah, I like that plan, or the theory of that plan. So we can get rid of this sort of temporary plop down. These are all just about, if I start sticking these down, is it going to fit? I suspect we're going to need 2 of these then, because they eat a lot more plastic than they do in fact, I'll leave that. Cables, I think. Oops. I got random bit of the old blueprint left there. Oh, that's another thing. So, for example, there are a lot more trees over here, and I just cleared them. And it was just a case of, having the spiders and me sat here. with the thing on, and the bots just did it. And I say it wasn't hard in any way. Right, so if we imagine that green circuits, how many green circuits do I actually need then? So if I take that down to 0, and that's off already, turn that back on. So it's only three belts worth. Whoops. So it's only 3 belts worth. So how many belts have I got coming up? It should be enough, I think, because we've got 8. Oh no, I don't think that's actually enough belts then, is it? Of green circuits, technically. Why did I think I had more than that? Because I've only got 16. Let's do that again. So I want 4 of that and 2 of them. Oh, no, 16's okay. Well, not quite enough, but no, that's 2 even. Yeah, 16's fine. Yeah. Strange. Okay, so if we say 4 are going to the bus, then actually let's do that again. So 0 there, 0 there. So I need 3 belts, sorry. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong number, sorry. I'm using Factorio Lab calculator basically to work out the numbers. Oh right, I only need 7 belts total. That can't be right. Oh, it's because I've not turned that on. No, it should be 23 belts of green circuits. 4, 8, 12, 16. Oh, there's nowhere near enough, is there? I would actually need another one of these altogether. Crikey. I mean, if I was to do that, say copy this up, would that fit? So if I copied all of that, say... Oh. What happened there? Oh, it's because it's not... When you've not got the radars on, it won't let you copy it properly. Pain in the bum. That's why I do a lot of it in the design and stuff in... the... whatchamacallit? Creative mode mod. Because you don't have to worry about a lot of the silly restrictions like that. Oh, it doesn't like that blueprint, does it? Let's do it on the map. So if I put... Crikey, that's very close to the station. At the junction. Because the other option is I put it on this end. That would be more sensible in terms of not hammering that junction. Or I just have another one. So we build a 3rd green circuit build. Here, basically. Oh, I'm going to have to landfill this, aren't I? Or we could pop it up here, even. Let's assume I do that, then. I'm just going to plop that down. Up here, sort of thing. To remind me. But we will assume there's another 8 lanes coming in. Now, would those all be eaten by the blue circuits? If I do that and that. Yeah, so all of those could go to blue circuits. No problems. Oh, with more needed, in fact. So if we had 2 of that, 0 lanes of that, what does that look like? So I would need 6 lanes of green circuits to support. Yeah, okay. So basically we've got 12 lanes coming up. We only need 3 of them for the red circuit build. No, we don't. We need... it's difficult to get at that. Because I need more green circuits than that, basically. Huh. Yeah, okay. So, how many is it just for the red circuits without the blue circuits? It's half as many, basically. Because it goes from 3 to 19. Crikey. Crikey, crikey, crikey. Oops. Okay. This is what I'm saying. So there's a green circuits blueprint there, but it won't show me until I go and look at that area of the map. Because it's not covered by radar, basically. Okay, so what we need to do is we need a total of 83 something red circuits. And didn't I establish this only as 20 odd? So it's 2, 4, 6, 12, 18, 24. No, it's 48. Yeah, so I need 2 of these, basically. But it should be able to be fed by a single copper smeltery. Shouldn't it? Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay. Right then, so let's reverse engineer it, basically. So we need enough room for around 6 lanes of green circuits. Excuse me. It's actually really warm today. The forecast was it would be... not that it would be cold in the forecast, but it's meant to be raining, and that now is apparently going to happen on Wednesday or something. It's really, really muggy and warm, but not as bad as it was. So 4, 8, 12, 16. So if there's room there, then we say green circuits are going to come up here, and however many we need. In fact, why did I take them out? So they're here somewhere. Oops. So this is green circuits coming in. We then want this build. Well, one of these. What's that? That's smelting. So one of them. Now, where do I want it that way around? Where's the output? The output is that way, isn't it? Yeah. But the input for the copper is that way. What have I actually done over here? Oh, I see. I've done in and out in the opposite directions, basically. Okay. So we'll have to flip one of them rounds then, if we're going to do it that way. That's fine, though. But I've got basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it can become like 4 lanes, basically, I think. Green circuits. So if we put like a space for a space, then this is where the red circuit build would need to be. We might as well try and line it up with the red circuit. So it's going to be somewhere there. I think that's actually the wrong way around. Yeah, that's the wrong way around. But if I just put a belt like there, that tells me where the corner is. So this is the first of the red circuit builds. Like that. But I need to flip it like that. No? Oh, was it the right way around? So that's the output. Yeah. But I do need to flip these, basically. So this is the wrong way around. So what I actually need is it to be like that. Don't really need all these inserters on these, do I? I was thinking about that because they're actually quite like UPS intensive inserters. Well, I think they are anyway. Maybe that's changed. So this is the copper input. Yeah, okay. So if we copy that. No, you're just going to let me... No, you're not, are you? Okay. So if I chop that out. Chop that out. Chop that out. And paste it back in. But the right way around. Cool. Okay. So then we need a copper smeltery, but we don't really need it to be this long. We need it to be going both ways. So let's custom design that. Custom design for our copper smeltery. So it would be nice to overlap them, but as noted, it didn't really make sense. Oh well. What we'll do instead, we'll put a balancer on, because there's only going to be 4 lanes actually coming out of this, so it's not really going to fill the belts in quite the same way. So we'll put a balancer. Then we want generic smelter. Then we want... I mean, we might as well just have... If we're balancing it, we might as well just have the one output, basically. Like that. No, actually, because it is going to need room. Although it's not a full belt, it could trap itself, as it were. So then we need input, which is fine if it's like that. Well, let's do that. Then we need the spiders to come up so that we can fill this in. They'll probably fill a load of stuff in, actually. Yeah, filling a load of stuff in. I might have them sit here for a bit, try and clear some of that, and then send them back. Because luckily, obviously, the bus is really close, so it's not like there's a long way to go to replenish materials, but let's have a look-see first. Let's finish this. Am I going to need to move that back a bit? I think I am, aren't I? Yeah, because I'm going to need room to send the belts down, basically, because we'll have... Oh, I didn't put the blooming... Oh, now you're doing strangeness with... Yeah, there we go, look. There we go. Have you picked a load of stuff up? No, you're fine. Yeah, because I need to put the... Oh, have we got prop modules? Yeah, okay. Put the prop modules in. We also need a inserter. But yeah, I need room to be able to take the belts down again, basically. So we'll have the bots stand here. Obviously fill it out, but also pick up a load of the trees. So that's the first one there. And then this is the second one. And then we want... in fact, I'll also grab that as well. So we want 3 rather, 4. So we then want to take this down here, all the way down here, and that all the way there. Cool. Don't need that. So we'll copy this. Pop it in the first time, but we need to take the belt out. Oh, no, we don't. And we want like 4. To provide the required material, I think. If it's not, if it needs double, I'll just stick it down there and do something, I'll combine them 2 together. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8 sort of thing. So move the bots to here. Get them picking up those trees as well. Cool. And we basically want to copy this. In fact, we could copy the whole thing. Copy all of that. And then flip it. And stick it in. Brilliant. And then I could just copy this. Oh, I already did, didn't I? I was going to say I need to flip the, the things round, but I don't because I've already done that. So we flip that again and position that there. Cool. Now I need to decide whether I'm taking out the top or the bottom. I think the bottom. Why does that not look aligned? Right, let's send the bots. Send the spiders. In fact, let's put them there for a bit. Clear some more trees out. But yeah, so get rid of all of this. So this will be green circuits. I'm going to have to redo that, aren't I? Because the green circuits were coming up from the bottom. From the other end, Because I think if we have the plastic build here, maybe. Now, do I risk it for a biscuit? Because I could have the copper being dropped off here. And then we can have the coal being dropped off on this side. The oil I'm just going to take from here and or here. I mean, this is a tiny little patch, but it should be okay. Because we only need it for the, for a little bit of sulfuric acid, and I could always grab it from the bus anyway. Oh, it's a coal patch there. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll have let's say we'll risk it. And we'll have copper being dropped off there. I will take it back that way, though. Yeah, okay. So I need to work out where to... In fact, let's see if the spiders are done. Spiders are done with that, so we'll get them to pick those trees up quickly. And then we'll send them over to the the bus. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So yes, so if we've got red circuits coming out. Oh right, yeah, they're coming out the side, aren't they? Oh, that's right. Okay. So the red circuits are here. Okay. Let us bring the green circuits up, because we've got these ones here, which we want to have. Let's make a bit of room like that. Oops. Then got the ones down the bottom. These are the landfill. You see, you know, it's kind of I didn't get that far basically, because I know I'm going to have to landfill some of this lake, but so I didn't quite get that far. So because that's 8 lanes, I'm going to leave a little 2 gap in case I need to do some undergrounding. Does that line up? No, no, bottom. Okay, so let's take that one out. Move this over by 1. Then that needs to be like that. And then we got an extra lane there. Right, so hook that up. Like that. So yeah, so this is the one going to the bus. And then we've got green circuits coming up this way and being joined by these green circuits. No, that one. Oops. Like that. Do that up there. Okay. Just going to do that for the moment. I suspect the uranium train may end up going up that one, because they see it's closest to the where the uranium is. I've not properly decided on if I'm even doing that yet. So in theory, I say this is the green circuits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Okay. Because I actually only need 6 lanes. This is proving a bit more intense though. I was kind of thinking it was going to be a chill stream, but this is a lot more thinking than I was anticipating doing. It's bad for you thinking. Destroys brain cells. Right, so let's do this again. So if we take them out of the equation, I'm looking at like the calculator thing. So just to supply 2 lanes of red circuits, I need, in theory, 3 lanes of green circuits. But we know it's double, so it's actually 6. Okay. So we actually only need 6 lanes going this way. Am I thinking? Because this is balanced already. So it's even distribution across these. So what I'm thinking is we basically take 6 lanes and divert them that way. And then the other 2, we effectively add to these. So we've got 6 lanes here. That's a bit ugly. Let's do that again. Yeah, so we have the other 6 lanes. So obviously I need to decide where the blue circuit build is going. Here would probably make sense Because then I can stick... yeah, I can just pipe the sulfuric acid over. I could plop that wherever. We know that's the right size. So it would fit perfectly there. And then it's just a case of feeding in the green circuits, the red circuits, and yeah. Yeah, I like that plan. Okay, so let's hook all of that up then. So if this is the bottom, I need 6 lanes going this way. That's only 4. So that's like that. In fact, let's just copy and paste that. So these all need to go up here. Like this. Except these ones don't. We could take 3 of them out. I could stick a balancer in actually and do it that way rather than cascading splitters. That's probably better. Now that I've got the book, I'm trying to use it, use it more. Because cascading splitters are fine, but they're not. It's not actually very efficient. So I want 3 to 6, yeah, which is just half and half, isn't it, basically? But yeah, that one. So if we put it, let's say the green circuits come up that side, then we can put that there, and basically shufty that upper line like that. And so that's that. Yeah, okay. So they're not doing any of this because my bots aren't switched on. Because I know they'll just explode into action and drain all my power. Let's have a look and see what the spiders are doing. Are we all done? Looks like we're probably all done. Cool. Let's have you go here. No, let's have you go over here. Because I don't actually want that there, do I? Okay, so let's brave it with my bots, because this is all in the way. Oops. So yeah, so this is the wrong way round. Is the next thing we need to kind of address. Okay. Oops. In fact, we could get them to fill this out a bit, couldn't we? Cool. Okay, so yeah, let's pick it up and replace it. And then I'll copy and paste it over. Because basically this needs to go in the other direction. They're going to reach. Oh. Cool. Okay, so if I now copy and paste, say, all of that, then I can delete it. Fingers crossed this works. And delete it here. All of them. Like so. We don't need the top bits either. Like that. Just trying to be careful. Down to there, I think. Up to there. Ah, dear. So, inserters should guide me. Okay, let's run around and see if that fixes it. So that's up, that's up, that's up, that's up, that's up. It'll be pretty obvious if it's the wrong way around once it's running, but that'll be a way off, I think. Right. So we'll connect this up. Might as well do that now. Oops. Okay. I should basically be able to copy in that, I think, can't I? Let's just copy it. Like that. Oh, I need to fix these as well before I do that. So if I chop these out, right, like that, that, and that. And get rid of that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. Then we can paste that in again here. Again, inserters should guide me. Cool. Then we can plop this on, and it won't flip the blooming undergrounds around or anything. That. Oops. Then cut that. Plop it there. Copy that. Plop it there. Okay. Whew. Yeah, as I say, if this doesn't prove to be adequate, I can always double it up, basically. Because there's going to be enough copper coming in to support that. So that's fine. Okay. Right then. Let's use the spiders again to try and get rid of a bit of this rubbish here. Because if this is where we're going to put the copper smeltering, copper train station, we're going to need to get rid of this as well. They're going to fill stuff out as they go, but you know, can't really help that. Okay, so if this is where the station's going to be, what we're going to need, basically, if the plastic production ends up on this side of the train track, is what I'm thinking. Because I would like the option to, you know, have the train go here and collect the uranium, or, you know, something like that, without having to necessarily landfill this lake. So ideally I want the train track, you know, up there at the top, at the worst sort of thing. Can you do these trees for me as well? Yeah, so let's work out where that would be best. So basically, if we say gold liquefaction is liquefaction is somewhere there, should fit. maybe might need to go a bit further over, but that's all fine and dandy. But basically it's somewhere here, and the plastic is all coming across the train track, down this end. In which case, this where I'm feeding in plastic needs to be, here. Oh, I left my bots on. Cool. Gonna have to get rid of all this as well. Yeah, okay, so if we say the plastic fantastic is here-ish. Da-da-da. Okay, so what I'm thinking is basically we have, so even though I just put those in, we have belt across there, basically. And then I'll bring the copper this way. How many lanes does it need to be? It's 8, isn't it? Yeah, it's 8 lanes. It should be the maximum extent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Excellent. So this is the copper going this way. And being fed down here. Oops, missed. Like that. Like that. Down there. Up there. Across there. Oops, like that. So that's all the copper coming in. Oh, of course, need a bit of room there. Let's move the Spideys this way then. If I need to get the output there. Okay. Yeah, I forgot about the outputs. I forgetted about the outputs. How many are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, looks like they've run out of room. So we'll send them over there. And somebody can sort themselves out. And then we'll send them back over to the bus and get it all burnt off. Probably going to be easier to turn these into undergrounds, I think. Yeah. And then we can run the red back again, basically. So if that was an underground there, like that. Then we can run these down this way. These are only like half lanes, I think, from memory. They're not. I'm only outputting on one side. Why are there not 2 lanes here? There are. In fact, that's what I've done, I think. Isn't I over on the... Let's have a look. I've just stuck the 2 lanes together, I think. Yeah, well, sort of. Okay. Okay. Let's do that then. Let's not bother sort of messing about in a sense. So if that was like... Wait, because that's like that, isn't it? Because that's going to come out on the right-hand side, and that'll feed it onto the left-hand side. Okay. So this one to that. And then that one there. Like that. Where's the other one? There we go. Up, down there. And then that's a side loader. And that's up there. Like that. Dear me. So there should be 4 lanes now. Cool. Okay. So let's send them this way. Down the middle somewhere. Like that. Like that. Okay. And we might as well do the same trick, assuming it lines up. And it doesn't. Brilliant. Brilliant. Doing well. Nuts. How can I fix that? By moving it up, basically. Okay. Oops. Yeah. What am I doing? There we go. Get there in the end. Oops. Is that all in a line? I'm just trying to make it look a little bit pretty. I don't know why I'm bothering. Because this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so this needs to go 2 tiles up if it can. Yes, it can. Woo, so it needs to be there. Okay. Cool. Okay. Now I should be able to just copy and paste this, except I can't because there's no radar coverage over there. Can we send the the spiders back, maybe? Over to the bus? Don't know why I put them there. Let's do that. Cool. Yeah, so I can copy this, but I have to be in range to do it because I can't see it from the map. So I can just copy that. Let's do it to there. Oh, no, I held the... shift key, which turns it into a blueprint. Okay, so let's dash back over. And we want to be flipping it anyway. Flipping it, flipping it, flipping it. So plop that there. Excelente. And then we want some sort of arrangement here. That takes all 8 lanes, balances it all up into however many lanes we need, which is 2 of them, no, 1 of them, right, which is 4. Right, so this needs to be an 8 to 4. Oh, what? An 8 to 4 balancer, which is just a bunch of things, isn't it? It's not that complicated, I don't think. But this is our 4 lanes of green circuits, red circuits rather. 3 of which are going over to the blue circuit build, along with these, probably, wherever they end up being. Like this, so this is 6 lanes of red circuits. This is, no, that's green circuits, right? So this is 3 lanes of red circuits. We'll leave a little gap there. And we'll plop that across there. Just like that. Down there. And this is our single lane of red circuits going to the bus. Oh, thank you very much. Right. So, need to put in the station still. I haven't actually done that yet. I could just copy and paste this, couldn't I? If I just copy that. It won't let me flip it though. So I don't need to flip it though because it's going to be the same orientation. So this would be, say, going to have 8 lanes. I need 8 lanes space here. I'll leave a gap. 1, I have 8. Oops. So it's 4, and then 2 8s, which is that. 8, 8, and then just to be sure, like that. So the station is going to be here-ish, somewhere. I mean, not, you know, further up, but here-ish. What I needed to do was add the plastic lanes on, because we need basically double the space for that. So if I just grab all of that. In fact, can I copy that entire thing and then flip it? Plop it on there? No, why does that not? Oh, because it's the wrong one. What I need is the one down the bottom. I need this one. And I need to flip it vertically. There we go. So that needs to connect there. There we go. We need to add these on. And we can copy this again. And plop it on here. Except not quite. Because... no, I don't need that, do I? I need just the top bit. And I need it to align there. Actually, let's put a little 2 gap in. So it needs to be here-ish. But actually, might as well just line it up like that. Okay, so I'll take these out. And plot that back in. So this is the plastic, basically. So that's 6 lanes of plastic there. And then these ones here. And I say, we'll assume they're going to cross over the tracks somewhere here for the time being. Yeah, it's there. Somewhere there. That'll do. Okay, so we know the train track needs to be here, basically. So if we get a bit of straight rail. That one there. We'll leave a little bit of a gap. So this is where we're... I also put the... I kind of... I put the, you know, the repeating... You know, what do you call it? That thing. On a few of the blueprints. Because now that I understand how it works, after Skyline to Mars kindly helped me out the other week, last week. Right, so this is... I sort of the minimum distance for where our train needs to come. So how does that line up with the actual... Wow. That's perfect. So this needs to be... I mean, it won't be aligned up that way. I'll need to put that back in again. But in terms of lining up with the... whatchamacallits, the signals, power poles and stuff. It's perfect. Okay, so we need to get rid of this again and plop it in anew so that it's all nice and aligned with our blueprint. Okay. Are these spiders done yet? Because they can come and pick some of this up for us as well. Right, so, whoops. So, we'll plop in a straight rail then. Cool. Take this over here. So if anyone, if you're watching on YouTube, hello. I never really did a hello properly because I was a bit too flustered. So I say we'll take the. I think we'll leave it there because then it's lined up. I think with. Oh no, that one's slightly further anyway. Okay, so it's there basically somewhere. But yes, if you're watching on YouTube, hello. And you got this far. I mean, you kind of know what the series is. What's going on, as it were. But yeah, this is part of an ongoing series where I'm trying to build a Megabase. I'm specifically, saying hello to YouTubers because people watching on YouTube because I know there's a few. And so that's not quite aligned there. Need a bit more space than that, so I'll plop it there. Yeah, and I know people do watch on the YouTubes. Let's take them up there and just fill in this bit of railway. Might as well. Let's treat ourselves. Right, so if we take these lanes here, yeah, but if you are watching on YouTube, then a like and subscribe. If you're a new viewer or you've been watching the series, I say both those are very much appreciated. It's a great help to the channel as well, particularly, I'll be honest, if you are on YouTube. I'm saying this partly because there's no watching on Twitch live. There was, but they've obviously stopped. What would be very useful would be some comments, not in terms of metrics or anything, but it'd be very useful to know kind of what you think of whether you'd watch any like tutorial videos or like how-to videos, or I wouldn't want to steal Neil House's thunder and do master classes or anything like that, but I have noticed that some videos do seem to get more views when they're about certain topics. And those topics surprised me a little bit because one of them was steel. It could be stone, but I suspect it's steel. Let's put this there. Plenty of room. So yeah, I don't know if that's something people struggle with, maybe. But it's difficult, very difficult to tell with the YouTube metrics because a lot of it's dependent on how they recommend your videos. And although I'm pretty sure I know how to put it, the underlying mechanism of how it does the recommendations, in the sense of the, I don't know what the algorithm. I'm not pretending to be some secrets of the YouTube algorithm type of thing, but it's clearly a set of machine learning tools that are watching the videos and analyzing the audio and the images, and kind of determining what the video is about, but in a machine learning type way. So in other words, a human looking at it may not be able to actually understand what it's doing, but its function is to recommend similar videos. Basically, that's kind of what they're trying to do. Well, that's not really a secret. That's there's lots of videos on a channel called Creator Insider that basically explains that's what they're going for with the machine learning. But it can be a little difficult to then understand exactly what that means in the sense of what is it recommending in terms of similarity. Because I say, you'd expect it to recommend, if somebody's watched one of my videos, recommend another one, that type of thing. That would make sense. Because they're all about the same sort of thing. But it's more difficult to determine like new viewers, basically, why it might be recommending certain things. You would anticipate it would probably do it based on, whether people have watched other YouTube Factorio videos, maybe. Right, we need to go right on the other end. But I say, I don't know why some seem to get more recommendation than others, basically. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for the coal. There it is, coal liquefaction one. And we know this works and supports one of these builds, but we've now got two of them. How does it look in terms of here? The coal comes in at the bottom. So what we could do is we could have one station in the middle again. So we could have the coal station in the middle, and it's feeding in. And I'll do it with balancers this time, rather than. I mean, we know it only needs. I mean, it doesn't really even need 4 lanes, as you can see, but we know it needs, 4 lanes. So we'll actually split it into 8, basically. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we use our 10 balancer. But we can have it going in both directions, both sides of the train, effectively. So we'll put train in the middle. Yeah, so what we need, I don't think it lets you flip these, does it? No. Nuts. So what I can do, I can take out. Does it let you flip chemical factories? I'm not sure. But I can plop this down and then take out the oil refineries and then flip it and then put them back in again. I just need one bespoke, That's not actually. Oh, did I take the splitters out of it? There's like weird bits missing from the blueprint. Maybe I took the splitters out. But yeah, so basically we need to know. I could just plop it down for spacing as is for now, but it's going to be here somewhere, basically. Blooming trees. Let's see if we can get the spiders over and get these cleared out. Get rid of all of this. Trapped. I am trapped. Let's just shoot my way out. There we go. So we need to get rid of all of these trees, probably. All of that. Yeah, so just for spacing purposes, it's going to have to be there-ish, isn't it? I mean, I could fiddle around with the boilers, but it's not going to make a lot of difference. So if we say it's going to be there-ish, but we need room to take the plastic that away and balance it. So how much room is that going to take? Because it's 3 lanes of plastic coming out. So we say it's 6 in total. So, oops, why did I drop that? So, little bit of space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 for safety. So it needs to be there at the minimum. So it's going to be here-ish. Does that fit? No. So it would need to be a bit further over. Can't quite see the top of it. About there, maybe? Yeah, that looks okay. So distance-wise, it's about that. So I need to actually flip the blueprint. So there's that. But we can plop in the station if we can find it. There we go. That's the station. So the connection at the bottom is wrong. That's going the wrong way. But just for distance, what do I need to do out of this? I need the coal. I could reroute it all and have it, at the top, basically. I think that's fine. Yeah, that should be okay. But so distance-wise, so I don't need a, a space here, basically. Too much. We might as well just leave a bit of space just in case. So if we say it's sort of there-ish, in fact, actually, just put a bit of, because it was 8 maximum. So I have 2 just for safety. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lanes of coal. 3, 4. So this blueprint, distance-wise, would have to go there. And then we would have, I guess we could do another bit like that. Just safety distance. And then one of these here. Somewhere. Okay, so this is roughly where things are going to go. Can we line that up with the railway track? That's the question that we're trying to answer. Because I need to... Where's the train station gone? There it is. I actually need it this way around. So it would want to be sort of in the middle there. So actually there's probably going to end up being roughly where it is. But I do have the other corner. So it was this one here. The other left turn, as it were, rather than the right turn. Somewhere in the depths of my bonkers blueprint network collection, there is a left turn. There it is. So, not there. Would that work? So if that was the turning there, and then this is the station there. Yeah, that's going to work, isn't it? But I need to get rid of the bottom bit. Actually, I could just copy it again, but ignore the... So if I copy that bit, no, that bit, like that, that'll do. Oh, I've got a bit of the rail. Right, so this is here. Take that out. So this is our coal station. Is it too close to this? No, there's plenty of room there. That's fine. Okay. So if we get rid of... You see they've laid some of that down, which I don't want them to do. Don't want they can come and put the railway station in. Oh dear. Oh, it's 5 o'clock already. So yeah, these streams are 3 hours over the summer. I've been liking doing 3 hours sufficiently that I think that may become my norm for the weekend streams. But I stream Fridays. I stream a couple of hours Satisfactory, which is going pretty well actually. I've been chugging through. I'm not far off. Finishing Like the current hub tier. I mean, I'm a long way off. But actually, I'm not that far off. It's a bit sort of contradictory in that I've got a load of stuff to produce. I have to do a massive amount of production that I've just not set up at all. So there is a lot to do. But it's not that I've not got that many researchers left in the tier. So actually, I'm doing quite well. And I need to set up a couple of productions. They can be quick and dirty to some extent. I don't need them to be amazingly efficient, builds or anything. So if this is like here, say, so if that was there, wasn't it? Let's do it on the map rather than sort of guess. Actually, if I put a pump in, is that going to give me a clue of where to put it? Because if I put a pump there, then I should just be able to connect this. Is these going to line? Are these going to line up? Is these going to line up? Dear me. 4, 5, 6. So going to end up with 6 lanes here, in theory. I mean, it isn't, but it is. So that's going to be like that, maybe. I could just do a 4 to thing balancer, couldn't I? 4 to 3. Or should I... Yeah, let's do a 4 to 3 here. 4 to 3, 4 to 3, 4 to 3, 4 to 3. I think probably... Let's take these back up a bit. Like that. Oh. Like that. Yes, I've been playing Satisfactory. Enjoying it a lot. Though nobody watches live, but that's fine. It's not the purpose of any of my streams, really. But yeah, if you're one of those watching on YouTube and you want to see how that's going on, there's that series as well, both in VOD form and the live streams. If you want to join me. Right, how are the spiders doing? Are they emptied out, etc.? No, not quite. It's getting a bit weird, this, because they've got strange things in their inventories. But they should have loads of wood, basically. Might be easier if I just take, because then they're going to have to, the bots don't have to travel as far, so it'll be a bit quicker. Right. Yeah. So we need to kind of almost rethink it. I mean, I don't actually, do I? Could have it like that. And it's the belts then that I just need to rework a bit. Flip them round, basically. Yeah, that's fine, I think. Because it was 10, wasn't it? Because I need 5 here. I mean, they're not 4 lanes or anything, so it's not, it's not all that vital. It's not eating 10 lanes of coal. It's just easier to use a balancer, as I said earlier in the stream, rather than the old splitter cascade. I like the splitter cascade, but its behaviour is unusual at times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Oh, 2, 4, oh, there's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nuts. So, get rid of that. And we can actually have that there and that there. Like that. Oops. So, and then we want these two as well. So I'll take that. Like that. Cool. So we need a splitter here. In fact, actually, I need my 10 one, don't I, if I'm going to do that. Which is where? Which is up the other end. There we go. There's the 10. Well, it's not my 10. It's K Garrido's 10. Yeah, let's do it that way. Just that one. And then connect this up here. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool. Now I'm going to have to do the whole thing where I charge this system up because it's coal liquefaction. But that's fine because I have the barrels still over here because you need to charge it with some heavy oil. Oh. Belt's digging into me. Yeah, so how are the spiders doing now? You're all sorted. They're carrying loads of weird stuff because there's not enough room. They've picked a bunch of things up and then they can't put them in their inventories and blah, blah, blah. So I need to sort them out. But that's fine. So effectively, we need the mirror of this, or, the same thing here, basically. So, yeah. It will be down the bottom here. Like that. That's the one there. So, let's see if we can at least get them together, as it were. To get them in line. So it wants to be here-ish. We want a good chunk of space there. Probably a bit more. Like that. Is that lined up? Yeah, perfect. Right, let's sort them out inventory-wise, see what's going on. So he's got stuff there. There you go, you see. They pick up weird bits and pieces. And then the bots don't have anywhere to put them, so they just sit there trying to put things in and not being able to. Like that, and then you as well. Any others? You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Brilliant. So come and clear these trees for me. Okay, so we know that we need to get rid of that that power pole. Sound good. Hang on. Sorry, I say it's because I'm sat slightly back, basically. So things are digging in. Back. No, I'm forward, aren't I? I'm trying to sit slightly differently to help me with my good old-fashioned whatchamacallit? lumbar, is it? My back, basically. The problems are getting old. Oh, actually, I don't really need that, do I? Because these are going down here. Okay, so I don't really need all that room, but that's fine. Right, so we want this here. In fact, I can just copy and paste this, can't I? No, I can't, because it won't let me. Oh, okay, brilliant. Thanks for that. 3, 4, 5, 6. Go. So we do need that connecting there. These here. Like this. That. Let's put the balancer at this end, because that'll look more awesome. In fact, I'm just going to copy and paste this. So what's that lined up with? That's lined up there. Why does that look higher up? If I flip it that way, so that's connected there. No, that's fine. I refuse to do it if it's not doesn't look awesome. Oops. Right, so I mean, the other thing in terms of the material that I was saying earlier in the stream is obviously I need to pick all of these up, all the belts and stuff. You know, I can just reuse directly. Okay, so. Am I happy with that? I need to add another pump over here somewhere. So let's just kill off these trees as well. I've actually been playing something very, very different as well. Bit more sort of casual, but basically one of my games of a few years back was Bridge Constructor Portal, as in one of my favourite games of the year was a game called Bridge Constructor Portal. And it's obviously a bridge construction great game, but it was brilliant. It was like really, really well done. It nailed the whole, GLaDOS, Portal thing. I don't know if it was, partly written by Valve or anything, but really nailed it. Absolutely spot on it was. And the puzzles were fun, and they'd implemented, some of the mechanics from Portal. With the bouncy gel and the slidey gel. But also saying nailed the humour and the writing and stuff. And yeah, it was a really great game. And there was recently a game called a new in the Bridge Constructor series, A Walking Dead. It's not called. Is it called The Walking Dead? Yeah, the zombie one with Norman Reedus. So yeah, I've been playing that. It only takes like, I don't know, or has been taking about, I don't know, half an hour to do one of the levels. So I've only done like 5 levels. So I've not been playing it a lot, but it's all right. It's not quite as good as the Portal, bridge constructor portal. In fact, it's a lot. It feels a lot cheaper. So I don't know. I'd be fascinated to know what the sort of background is to it, as it were. You know, who actually sort of made it in the sense of, and who paid for it as well. Because sort of polish on this one is way less than it was on the Portal one, and I don't know if that's because, as I say, it was made by that, or you know, in association with Valve in some way. That's not going to reach across, is it? Oh no, it didn't. Nuts. Okay. Okay. Let us do this then. Oops. But yeah, I mean, they've obviously not paid for normal readers. His character, what's it called? Daryl, is it? Character's in there. But it's all, nobody speaks in the game. It's all, you know, text dialogue, which isn't a problem. It's just, say it's a bit of a contrast from the Portal one, which is interesting. Put that there. Cool. So they're kind of hooked up-ish, but also not, but also ish. Okay. So let's do that. I'm thinking we might be able to just do the blue before I sort of end the stream, because it won't take that long. I mean, this is in the wrong place, but basically we can take the plastic across. I'm thinking balancer here and then take it across the tracks. And then I can line up the red and the green. So I need to build another green. Oh, it's finally started. This is as the radar is scanning the area. Look, but there'll need to be a green circuit's probably up here. Might even be able to stick it in there actually. If I put the blue here, then potentially that would fit there, wouldn't it? Trouble is, it overlaps the uraniums, and I do want to mine them. I think I'll keep the train, but yeah, okay. So we'll send them down here. I'll hook up the plastic. Right, so. Oops, forgot to put the shift key. So how many lanes do we actually need? It's like 12, isn't it? 2, 4, 6. Yes, it's 12 lanes of plastic in theory. But all I'm going to do, I think I might, because I don't have a 12 balancer. But what I could do a 6 to 6. Why did I do these down to 3? I should have put 4 to 6 balancer on, and we should have 12 lanes here. But then I guess I can balance them together first. In fact, let's do that. So if we stick in a 6 balancer here. I've never really done builds big enough to warrant using these sorts of, you know, bigger balancers. But it's a bit of a revelation actually having, I mean, it renders that balancer a bit redundant, but whatever. So it's a bit of a revelation downloading something like this. Now, what I'm thinking, I mean, I could be silly and do a 3-6 maybe. Because actually this doesn't need to exist. We could snip this across here. It'd be a lot simpler, wouldn't it? So we can get rid of all that. Excessive bell. I do think having the balancers a bit over the top with them. But there you go. Right, so we want, say, 3 to 6. 3 to 6. Like that. And we can kind of plop it there. But actually those are going to be a bunch of undergrounds. No. Okay, like that. To-do. Like that. Yeah, so if I thought about it a bit more clearly, or sort of planned it out, I think I must have just... I don't know, I don't understand why I balanced it in that way. Must have just got confused and thought there were only 6 lanes of plastic, maybe? Anyway, so what we can also do is flip this round. And it's a G flip, no, F flip, there we go. Pop that there. And this come across here. And then we don't need this bit. Like that. Instead we need another one of these. I like so. Put that there. Like that. Like that. And then put that around. Oh, actually that bit's all gone, isn't it? Yeah. It's these ones. I bet the bots get a bit confused with all these contradicting orders. Pick it up and then put it down again. You'd think it'd cancel itself out, but no. Don't matter, it'll all sort itself out in the end. Right. So that's the plastic all hooked up. Have you... Okay, so you can sort of clear out a bit of wood there. Then you can nip up here. And let me delete that without having to bother go over there. Right. Yeah, okay, so that's green, that's red. Okay, but I need more green than that. Do I really need more green than that? That seems excessive. Oh no, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I've only got 2, 4, 6. Because it does eat these lines when it's running. It's not running at the moment, obviously, but it really does chew through the green. So yeah, so I do need those other green lanes from somewhere else. I say we can put it there is the initial plan, but it might fit in somewhere here. Okay, so now that you're up there, they filled it all out, you see. Didn't think about that. Because now they'll get all confused again. Right, get rid of that. Okay, come back then. So, I guess we really want it fairly close to the bottom here to avoid too many you know, too much sort of repetition. Not repetition. I know what I mean. Right, so we want the blue circuit build in this space. Where is it? Where is it? Is that it? That's it there. I can't tell which way round it is. So the output is at the bottom, isn't it? Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. So this is it here. Right. Yes. So... Oh, okay. Oh, I'm feeding in from both sides. Oh, I see what I've done. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. So the bottom is where it comes out, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lanes. But there's obviously something wrong here because they're only outputting on... This is only coming down to one side. Oh, it's because I've reversed it, but I shouldn't have reversed it. Oh, that's annoying. We should fix that then. Okay. Right. You see, they're all full up with weird stuff, basically. Da-da-da. All I wanted him to do was clear some trees. All good? All good. Okay. So we do need some space down the bottom. But it looks like we could maybe have the blue coming down the side there. So... Oh, why have I only got one? There should be 2 lanes of red. Oops. So there should be 2 lanes of red. Wait, have I got the wrong... Probably got the wrong balancer then. Yeah. This should be a 5. I think. Hang on, let me check my reference thing. So... So it's 2 of them, 1 of them. No, it's 4. Okay. It's 4, but not 4. So if I 0 that, it's 1.5. Okay. Yep. Okay. So basically, yeah. So basically, I don't need 3 going this way. I only need 2. Like that, and the other 2 can go down to the bus, which is great. And basically, I need enough room. So if this was, say, let's just take a guess, somewhere here, then basically I need to be feeding in the green circuits here. Like, oops, no. Like that. Off they go. Filling out the blueprint. I could actually might as well turn mine on and get some rid of my inventory as well. So that's the green circuits. So there's 7, was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there is one there. It's disappeared into the background. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So basically, gonna need some jiggery pokery with balancers again. I'll try not to go too nuts, but I certainly don't have a whatever 28 to 14 balancer or something, or whatever madness it needs to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Excellent. So let's copy and paste that. Flip it over. Now that I'm starting to remember flip, I'm a real big fan. Yeah, because they're... Yeah, I need to fix this side because I've obviously not flipped it over properly. Right, and then this is red circuits. So we should have 7. In fact, can't I just do that? Yes, I can. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cool. So this is red, but red is only used almost very sparingly. So we need like a 1 to 7 balancer basically. Which will be all the way down there. There we go. Boop. Okay, and then we can. Oh. Have I done the reds all the way through and inserted them just on one side? Or have I inserted them on both? I inserted them on both sides. Okay. That's an interesting choice. Okay. So actually, we're going to need an extra underground. In fact, let's get rid of all of that. Copy and paste all of that, and I'll sort the pipes out afterwards. So flip that. And why have I undergrounded it on one side and not the other? Do that. Get rid of the pipes. Oops. Turn this into an underground. Oh, it doesn't need to be an underground, it's just what I've done on the other side, basically. No. Too much deletion. Like that. Like that. And then we want to get rid of this. I mean, it may end up that actually... In fact, let's leave it, because it may be a bit easier to insert the sulfuric acid on this side, since the production is probably going to be over there more, but we'll see. Right, so we've got two lanes of red. We need to get in from over here. Oops. Like that. So where are they? They're over here. Like that. No. Like that. I effectively replaced a whole bunch of trains with this. Like that, like that, like that, like that, like that. Cool. So, what's going to happen with green circuits then? If each of these outputs 8, and I've got 6 here, then that gives me 14, which does match up with these. So I just need to work out where the heck the green circuits are going to go. I mean, it would make most sense to put them in here, wouldn't it? Maybe, but where would I put the train circuit, you see? Train circuit? The train station. Actually, let's undo that, because it gives me a bit more room. In In fact, if this is going to be all the way down here, we don't really need this belt to come up all the way up here, do we? Quite like this. Because I could just feed it across. Yeah. So if we take that there. Yeah, okay. So if that's green circuit there, and it'll end up connected to this with one more. Okay. So we'll plop splitter in there. Not like that. Not like that. Yeah, okay. Wait, what? Oh, okay, I've got 7 there. Okay, so there needs to be a splitter, balancer in here, because we do want one extra lane from somewhere. Because we've got 6 there, and we would be bringing 8 more over, and we need 7 there. Yeah, okay. So basically, yeah, if we move this over like this, oops. If I actually sort of cut and paste this bit, then we can actually bring these down here somewhere. Tighten it up a bit, basically. Because we don't need any of this. Oops. Like that. Like that. Cool. So that's a bit more room where we could potentially put another green circuit build. Because what I'm thinking is we could have the green circuit build, the extra one. So that was the red circuits, isn't it? Oh, that's a bit annoying. Oh, should have cut and paste that. Nuts. So let's give us a little bit of room here, because this could be the pinch point. So let's give a couple of spaces there. That's better. That's more like it. Now we're cooking on gas. Yeah, okay. So that's the 2 red circuits. I say we need an extra. Well, we need something here. It's a 7 to 7, basically. How big is that? I imagine that's quite hefty, because it's a weird set of numbers. Yeah, so it pokes out the side. Is that going the right way? Yeah. So it pokes out the side, which means we need to move all of this down by 1. And all of this down by 1. That. Okay. And yeah, we need an extra green coming in here. But the rest of the greens can just go along the top there. So let's put in that. Well, don't they output? Yeah, one output's on the top and one on the bottom. So let's go and, because I can't do it from the blooming map because there's no radars over there. So it's going to copy and paste that, and we'll see where we can get to in terms of... Right, so if we copy this... So copy this bit, and we'll see where this would fit in theory. Right. Oh, it doesn't like these big blueprints, does it? Oh, that's struggling a bit, that. I need to do it from the map anyway, but... right, so... I mean, I could flip it over, and that gives me a bit more room. Because I'm just noticing that if I'm a bit tighter with it, it would actually fit here. The train stations would fit there. So we might need to be a bit tighter with the belts and stuff. Let's just plop it in for space. So it's going to be about there-ish. Now, can I also copy the stations? Might as well grab the balancer. So we need to be there. Yeah, that'll do. So it's that, basically. I need to put the straight rail in to do the alignment, but if this was here, basically... Oh, I need to go and see, because it won't put them on the map without me seeing them, or a radar, and obviously there's no radar over. So this is the blueprint, or this is the green circuit build. So where does that fit? So we could potentially, yeah. So we might need to get a bit tricksy with the belts. But it should fit there, basically. Are there going to be any problems with that? We need to bring the sulfuric acid in, but that'll fit up here. So that's no problem. Yeah, so I'll have to tweak the belts a bit, basically, to make it all fit round. But yeah, if we assume this is here, because it lines up nicely with the actual rail as well. I don't need to put any straight rail in. Yeah, okay. So if this is the 2 stations, I do need to just quickly take them out. Pop that back in. Cool. So, I say, so which is which? Which needs to be which? Which is which? Because we can move this all the way up here. You know, I can underground over there and all that sort of stuff. There's no problem with that. Or, well, actually, I could just, if we just put this here. So, what's that? It's 4 lanes, isn't it? So, put it there. That kind of solves that problem, because we can just do this corner instead. Have I got the... So we do that. And that. So that's fine. And which is this then? So I've 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the first one, isn't it? Yeah. Which is what? Iron? Yeah. Okay. So do that. Do that. Oops. Corner. Bosh. Bosh. Okay. Then we need to do the same thing, really, for copper. Let's put it as close as we can to this, I think. So if we do it here, don't interfere. If I didn't actually put this in there. I just slapped this down, didn't I? That should be okay, I think. We can always do some rerouting and stuff there. But, yeah. This is where it needs to be for most convenience, shall we say, for the train. Is that going the right way? Yeah, it's going the right way. So we need this balancer. To be there. No, there. Instead, why don't we have that in parallel? Do the same thing with the belt. So 1, 2. See there? Yeah. So there. I have that there. Get rid of these. Like that. Oops. Didn't take that out. Like that. Oops. Like that. Like that. And then what we can do here, to make sure it's out of the way of the green stuff, is sort of move all of this up. Oh, where's the outputs to this? Oh, I've doubled that up, haven't I? Have I? Let's just put a new one in. So it's 8 to 5, 8 to 6, 8 to 5. 2, 4, 8 to 5. Let's just put a new one in. Nice and clean. No, I didn't double it up. Oh. Yes, so what I can do, just sort of pinch this, stick it here. Oops. And then corners, just to make it sort of well out of the way of the you know, these. If I need to move them around, like that, like that. Cool. Oops. Oops. Oh, crikey. I forgot I was even doing any research. Okay, so we need to get rid of these trees, which should be there. Like that. But I don't actually know if this is in the right place, really. Probably needs to be a bit further up, doesn't it? Because we need 7 going this way. And there's 1 that's got to go. Obviously, there's 4 at the top, which I need to bring round. So if I sort of preempt any problems like that. Yeah, so this needs to be 1, 2, 3 squares higher. Which should be okay. In fact, have I got that still? No, it's just cut and paste it. Worry about that in a minute. That'll be okay. It's all a bit sort of jerry-rigged in, but that's fine. Oh. I've got no reference point. So, it was there, wasn't it? Was it? 1, 2, 3. Fingers crossed, that's right. Because I can't zoom out anymore. Yeah, it really doesn't like that blueprint. No, that was wrong. But that's where I tried to put it. And that's where it should be. I think. Okay, so we got one there, one there, one there, one there. And then we got these three. And one going across. So we want. Should I use that again? We want that one. Yep. Let's leave a little bit of space. A little bit of space just in case. I say I've gone absolutely bonkers with the balancers and stuff. And, you know. I guess it's the thrill of having them. Right, so we want to go around that corner. Like that. And down there. Like that. You across there. Like that. Okay. That. Underground here, connecting that there, like that. I guess we should put a balancer here somewhere as well, shouldn't we? I mean, in for a penny, in for a pound. It's exactly the same one as this one. In fact, why don't I put it there? Why did I do that? Okay. Let's take that out then. Put that in there. Okay. So the bit I haven't done yet is the sulfuric acid. Cool. So, does that all make sense? We've got green circuit builds here, which it turned out wasn't actually enough to do the red and the blue. So that's why we've got an extra one. The blue is being fed by green circuits from there, green circuits from there, red circuits from there. Red circuits are going onto the bus. I haven't done the output to the blue circuits. Oh, and I haven't fixed the problem. You know, the misalignment thing. So I guess, yeah, let's move you out of the way. So sort of there, and that one as well. And then, should we have a balancer? Let's have a balancer. Wants to go from 2, 4, 6 down to 1. 6 to 1. Oops. Like that. Take this all the way over here. So that's my blue circuit lane for the bus to eventually replace the other one over there, which we can then fill up that space with the purple science. Oh dear. If only I knew what I was doing from the beginning, and then I wouldn't have all these problems. But then, until you've done it, you've not done it, have you? So you can't know what the problems are going to be until you know what the problems are going to be. So what I need to do here is, because this is outputting, both of these are outputting on the right side of the right side of the underground. So I could mess around and move this over here, or I can simply... Oh, there's no room. Oh, it's because I'm full of wood. Or I can simply do that. So I'm going to do that. So we put that there, and that there. Pick them up. And then copy and paste. All of that. Oh, where did that go? So get rid of this now. Oh, it kind of doesn't matter that, but right, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Right. So, how are we doing? Obviously, I mean, I'll fill these, all of the, all the ghosts in between streams. I'm not going to do that on stream. But this just shows the designs, basically. Oops. Picked something up by accident there. Okay. Sulfuric acid, then. I mean, the simplest solution would be to take the sulfuric acid from the bus, because it is literally over there. This is sulfuric acid. That would be the simplest solution. And given there's 5 minutes left, I'll decide between streams, I think, whether I'm going to bother making an entire new build or not. Because the other option, design plate there, I could repurpose that, because this steel has never really... I mean, that's been there in the entirety of the game. That was... built all the belts out of that for the, when I was making the bus the first time. Then converted it over to steel. So it's kind of the venerable old iron patch. So in other words, because I was going to take it from there, but we could just pinch that. And I've got oil on the bus from the train, and it's not really using all the oil. So the other option is I can convert it into, I can make some more sulfuric acid rather than pipe that all the way down. So I've got lots of options basically. So I'm not going to decide on the stream, I say, because there's only 5 minutes to go. But I will do that, because it's this basically that I need to move over. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go and remove this, because that's not necessary, and do my I've slumped again. Do my outros and self promos and stuff. So if you weren't aware, or you're a new viewer, I'm Trismegistus. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube as @Trismegistus. However, on YouTube and Twitter, it's alias to Triggles. So, there's a random bit of railway track there. So you're looking for Triggles or Trismegistus on Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. If you want to follow me or want to catch any of these streams live, I also archive the streams to YouTube. That's mostly what the YouTube channel is about. Well, there are some Let's Plays on there. I really need to... My first ever Let's Play I did on YouTube was Mass Effect Andromeda. In fact, the first thing I ever did. First videos I ever did. And I quite like to... What's this moaning about here? Quite like to do the Legendary Editions, but that's going to take an awful lot of effort. What's it? Oh, there's some belt. Anyway, that's beside the point. Basically, I stream every weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday is Satisfactory, for a couple of hours, just a bit of fun after work, basically. But then my main series, what I'm mainly doing is this Factorio series, where I'm trying to build a Megabase, having never done it before. It's going quite well, but I keep saying that, and it's going to be weeks and weeks and weeks, I think, before it's done. Plan is to get it done by autumn, and then do some other series. Oh, someone is knocking on my door. Hang on. Right. Blimey. That's my neighbours basically complaining about my tree. I don't know if it was audible on the stream, but it's not my tree. It's the landlord's tree, and the landlord won't do anything about the tree. But now that they've complained, hopefully some action might take place. It's enormous. It's basically shades their entire gardens. And it was when I moved in. So anyway, that's all completely irrelevant. The point is, the stream's ending. And next time I will pick up. I will have filled all of this in and probably got rid of this. So hopefully. So tomorrow should be building the actual purple science build. But yes, anyway, so, right, yes, I need to end. Sorry, it's flustered me that a bit. I had to dash up and down. So if you've been watching, thanks for watching. And if you, hope you might join me on another one, or watch the VODs, or any of that stuff. And I will catch you again. Cheers.